Attorney Perry Kraft tells me the zero tolerance policy is unforgiving, with no exceptions for trying to stop something from happening, like a fight. David Botrous' son, Kevin, was in a coma for 2 days after being attacked in a hallway at Stewarts Creek High. He questions why no one stepped in to end the brutal beating.
The other kids was watching my son when he got beat up. And everyone have a camera, try to take a video. Why? You wait until someone got die? What about if this happened to you? What's going to be happen? Or your brother, or anybody, or your sister?
And Botrous isn't the only one wondering. Joseph Skaggs has 4 children in Rutherford County Schools. He says the zero tolerance policy needs to be expanded so children know they don't have to stand by and watch while another student is brutalized.
I understand not every kid's going to be a hero. That's understandable. But at the same time, I mean, they've made it out now to where if a child even gets involved at all, they can be suspended or expelled.
We asked NASHVILLE attorney Perry Kraft to kick the tires on the state's zero tolerance policy.
In my estimation, it's over and broad and over inclusive and doesn't give enough leeway to school officials to form a punishment that better fits the circumstances.
The Rutherford County School Handbook says zero tolerance offenses includes all on-campus felonies, which includes aggravated assault. Perry Kraft says Tennessee has a Good Samaritan law, but there is no reported case where it applies to the zero tolerance policy in schools.
Metro Police get a taser upgrade after having officers in the field, on the streets with tasers that they could not count on. Fox 17 News' Caitlin Miller's live downtown at the Music City Center with more on how these new tasers are better than what our officers have had.
Yes, Scott. Well, a taser demonstration was held right here tonight, and we're being told that the big change with the new tasers is that you can fire twice instead of one time without reloading. And with the new devices, they have 2 lasers instead of 1 for better accuracy. Metro police officers are excited to get the upgraded Taser 7, and they let people who attended the meeting like me give it a try. Chief John Drake says these devices will help keep the entire city safer.
And I think it's going to, not harm the individuals that we deal with, but then also keep the officers from being harmed as well.
This upgrade is long overdue. There have been documented cases where the older tasers haven't worked properly. In this case, a woman shot an officer who returned fire, killing her, but his taser didn't work. Why have you allowed officers in the field with ineffective tasers?
I wouldn't say it's ineffective. We looked at it, and at first it was this taser, the technology is evolving. It's a lot better than what we had.
Drake says the city spent $5.8 million on 1,400 new tasers. The new units have greater range and can be fired twice before reloading, and they have 2 lasers for guidance.
You can look all up, down, behind you. You can turn all the way around.
Oh yeah.
It's fully immersive.
Virtual reality technology can be used to help train officers with tasers in real-life situations that can help prepare officers to deal with people who are suicidal or have autism or Alzheimer's.
Last year, the state made over $800,000 selling your private information. But tonight, State Senator Kerry Roberts says it's time to put public interest over money.
Your name, home address, and social security number. Just some of the information you give to the state when you apply for a driver's license. It's data that is saved and later sold by the Department of Safety.
This is an ongoing fight that we're going to fight every day, every year. We've just got to make it harder and harder for these bad actors to get a hold of this information.
The Department of Safety sells your data to 6 companies, ranging from law enforcement to financial institutions and insurance companies. But State Senator Kerry Roberts worries that this information will get leaked into the wrong hands, possibly even to scammers.
I mean, when you buy this data, you're not supposed to sell it to somebody else, but what's our control of that, right? You know, once we sell it, we're really, we're kind of at the mercy of whatever somebody else is going to do with it.
According to the Driver's Privacy Protection Act, the state is required to release some information.
But then they've got 14 things that they're authorized.
Senator Roberts says the language is vague, which is why he's sponsoring a bill to eliminate items number 11 and 12.
In bulk distribution for surveys, marketing, or whatever, And so we end up with some of these that you think, why are they on the list?
And according to Wes Mostert with the Department of Safety, you can opt out of this by checking no to number 9, saying you do not want the state to release personal information. But Mostert says a very small percent opts in.
And Senator Roberts' bill passed unanimously just yesterday in the Transportation Committee. He expects that it could next head to the Senate floor. We'll keep you guys updated.